Hey, good morning, guys. Y'all, the internet is dragging the Blue Origin flights. And no, not because Gail's out of touch, sadly. Not because Katy Perry's being Katy Perry. And not because Lauren Sanchez was promoting Skims on her way up. They are now saying that the Blue Origin flight was faked. I know. Just listen, because I said the same thing. But TikTok pulled the receipts, and you guys, a lot of them are really, really interesting. If they didn't fake this whole flight at all, did they fake portions of it? Again, I said the same thing, but you gotta watch this evidence, baby. TikTok detectives are no joke when it comes to actually getting to the bottom of the story. Anyway, enjoy. I'll let them do the talking. Let me know what you think in the comments. What do you think of this whole thing? Are you just rolling your eyes? Do you think there's something to it? And the question everybody's saying is, if you did fake a lot of it, or even all of it, why? Baby, I'm on that too. And I think I have the answer to that too, but I'll put that in another video. Okay, bye.
So I really tried to give the benefit of the doubt yesterday with that Blue Origin launch, but after watching this video, I am convinced they faked that shit.
Pressurized capsule from the inside, not knowing that it's not cue time yet.
We good? Okay, here we go.
Here goes Jeff Bezos to open the hatch.
Watch that again. The hatch that was up in space accidentally opens from the inside, which they then go to correct because it's not media time. Then Jeff Bezos pretends to open the capsule, which it just pops open when he uses the tool. And as you notice, the capsule opens inwards, and with a little research, you can find out that every space mission with a capsule, the hatch opens outwards, being called a standard safety measure. So this right here is automatically a red flag. Not to mention that the capsule that went into space and back into orbit has no burn or torch marks on it, perfectly clean. And just for reference, this is the Dragon capsule that came back into orbit, and as you notice, it's burnt to a crisp. Another thing I'm seeing a bunch of truth tellers point out is how perfect all their hair comes out after being in 0G. Like, you're telling me after all of that, you're still able to come out with perfectly groomed hair? Like, you would assume them to come out to the extent of something like this. And that's not even mentioning they went up into space with leggings and a Fantastic Four costume. But I guess there's no need for astronaut suits or helmets when you're faking space, right? Now, for those who believe that in 2025 we cannot possibly fake space, take a look at this and tell me it's not almost exactly what they try to get away with. Unbelievable. But if you were to show somebody this video, you'd assume it was just as real. But let me know what you guys think about this crazy publicity stunt that Blue Origin pulled, calling these females astronauts for a not even 11-minute joyride. And them coming back with people having even more questions than they had about space. So let me know what you think. Was this real or fake?
So everybody been talking about this Katy Perry space thing. Okay.
The rocket soared into space.
So they went to space.
80,000 feet.
Wait.
1,300 miles
Wait.
per hour.
Wait a minute. Are you telling me that they're supposed to be inside of that thing going 1,300 miles per hour? Hold on.
Miles per hour.
Oprah sobbed.
Oprah watching her best friend.
There's no way.
She and Katy Perry's fiance, Orlando Bloom, comforted each other.
Okay, so like either one or two things. Either maybe it actually did work. No, wait, they up there with no helmet or nothing? There is no way you could just send regular people up there like that. Dude, what? They can't expect us to believe. They must think this the 60s. And we are parents and grandparents. Bro, we have technology. We have a little bit of better understanding of the world around us. There is no way they're in space right now.
Experienced 4 minutes of weightlessness. Katy held up a
Why didn't she let it go?
daisy for the
Why is she still holding it?
camera.
They are floating. They are weightless. They are experiencing 0G for the very first
This is,
time in their lives.
y'all,
They were overwhelmed by what
there is no freaking way they sent them people into real space.
they saw.
Oh, the moon! You guys, I have to tell you, look at the moon. Look.
Then it was time to return to Earth. Founder Jeff
Are they
Bezos
sitting
had a
down?
little oops moment, face planting while inspecting the capsule.
Hold on. So they just hit the ground that hard. Did anybody see how hard they hit the ground, bro? Look at how hard they hit the ground. how in the world are they getting out like nothing just happened? They need to stop it.
Gail raised her hands to the heavens.
So they just hit the ground that hard, coming back from outer space, and nobody's shaking up. They just...
She got on her hands and knees.
Okay, I've seen enough. Yeah, they must think this is the 60s or the 70s where people just kind of got to believe whatever they hear on the radio. Bro, we got video footage. We got information. We got each other. We can share common sense. There's no way anybody's actually believing this.
Where's their partially pressurized suit and parachute pack? Where are their helmets? Where are their protective gloves? I don't see any of this but a bunch of dolled up hair, which would have never had a helmet on it. They catapulted into space, rocketed into space with no protective gear on, going at speeds faster than an airplane? And you mean to tell me that all of this right here is real? Yeah, not buying it. Not at all. Because there's no way any of this is real. If you're really an astronaut, you would have all the protective gear and protective covering to make sure your body is shielded from the enormous pressure you're going to be going through going up into space. Not buying this Blue Origin.
Something's not adding up. So Blue Origin launches Katy Perry into space. And when they land, someone opens the capsule door from the inside. Hold up, that door is supposed to be sealed shut, like vacuum of space shut. Not, oh look, it's a push to exit button shut. And yet, you can clearly see someone crack it open. Like they're leaving a porta potty at Coachella. So, was that even space? Or was it a soundstage with a fog machine and a green screen? And don't forget, Katy Perry was conveniently on this flight, a celebrity, on a mission, with a door that opens like it's backstage at the VMAs. Weird, right? Almost like they needed someone famous to sell the illusion, because nothing screams real space mission like pop stars and poorly timed door malfunctions. And I'm not saying it's fake, but I'm also not saying it. What do you think? Real space flight or high budget sci-fi promo? Comment your theories, because I've got questions and Jeff Bezos isn't answering his DMs.
Okay, is it fake? Is it fake? What's that? Jeff Bezos' plastic doll. Let's do this again. Jeff Bezos' plastic doll girlfriend falls in zero gravity. Oh, do we see that? She just fell in zero gravity. But watch, even before, you'll see it. You'll start to see the fall. Right there. You see it start to fall. Now, here comes the fall. How do you fall in zero gravity? Oh, see? Oh, it even cracks her head. It's fake as can be.
You know what's going to come out of her mouth, but really her heart.
And is that Jeff Bezos out there right by the capsule? Kind of hard to see.
That is.
Here we go.
Yeah. Here goes Jeff Bezos to open the hatch.
She didn't really close it again. Come on out, guys.
Okay, so this is the flight from Blue Origin, supposedly in space. I want you to watch their hair. See how their hair isn't going in 3,000 different directions like a zero-G? It reminds me of something like this. When you're on this plane with zero-G, it does the same thing. Notice their hair and the way it moves. Now we're going to kick back. You can see it. Yeah, it's exactly the same movement. Now let's kick back and see their hair again. Zero-G, your hair goes everywhere. Here's some actual astronauts in space. Check out their hair. Every piece of hair goes in a different direction, goes outwards. So you tell me, does this look real? Is this hair in zero-G? It looks like they're in a zero-G airplane, and the way it cuts so much, I don't know. You let me know. Peace.
No one realizes that Katy Perry's kiss on the ground exposed the space trip as a carefully planned reality show. When Katy returned from space and kissed the ground, she acted as if she'd been through a long, tough journey. But in reality, the whole trip lasted only 11 minutes. Many people found her behavior exaggerated, thinking it was all just for show. Their doubts are not unfounded. Many details reveal this was actually a big scam. First, Lauren Sanchez, who was also on the flight, has had breast implants. Space is a high vacuum environment, and breast implants usually burst under such conditions. Yet, she returned unharmed. Next, the space capsule they were in had nearly 360-degree panoramic windows. Anyone with basic knowledge knows that space capsules need to endure immense pressure. To maintain structural strength and sealing, it's impossible to have such large windows. This defies basic science. Moreover, when the capsule re-enters the atmosphere, it generates a lot of heat. Normally, the capsule surface would be scorched, even sparking, but theirs was completely clean, with no signs of burning. These details make us question if this space trip was just a publicity stunt for Katy. Do you think they really went to space?
Did you notice that Sunita Williams' hair stands completely upright in space while Katy Perry's hair hangs down? No one realizes that the 11-minute space journey is a hoax. Sunita spent 9 months in space, and every time she appeared, her hair stood upright due to weightlessness. However, Katy's hair only fluttered slightly, which makes people suspect that a hairdryer was used to create an illusion. Moreover, her demeanor was far too relaxed, which is inconsistent with the nervous state that an ordinary person would be in during their first space trip. Secondly, in terms of details, the images of the interior of the space capsule shown by Katy are vastly different from those of a real space capsule. To withstand extreme pressure and ensure safety, the structural design of a space capsule is subject to strict standards. But in Katy's videos, the capsule looks too cozy, more like a meticulously arranged studio set. In addition, when a space capsule re-enters the Earth's atmosphere, it generates a huge amount of heat, causing the surface to scorch and even spark. But their space capsule showed no signs of burning at all, and Katy immediately kissed the ground upon exiting the capsule, acting as if she had endured a long and arduous journey. In reality, only 11 minutes had elapsed. Do you think they actually went to space?
How you guys doing? What's this smoke right here after she fell? We'll run it back. Take a look again. What's this smoke? There's smoke, and then that's right when the clip happens to cut, too. Talk about that more in a second. How come her hair is so stiff? Look at how stiff it is. Well, I thought they're supposed to be falling. My name's Nightfall, by the way. I do this for educational and entertainment purposes only. Where's their oxygen masks? Where's their gloves? Protective equipment? How about this one right here? What's that thing? Run it back. How's that thing moving with her? What is that? I think we should look at this smoke cloud again real quick. Tell me what this smoke cloud is, right before the clip cuts. Just a cloud of smoke that just comes out of this left side of the frame, right as she falls. That's not the only thing either. What's going on with her hand? Look at her hand, how it just seems to be attached to that camera. Why doesn't she drop the camera? Right here, look. Why is the camera just like attached to the top of her hand? That's not what a hand holding a camera looks like. That's right where the clip ends too. What about this one? There's a literal shooting star. What is that shooting star exactly? If there's turbulence on an airplane, they drop the masks down and everybody's got to gear up. Aren't they all in turbulence? Do you understand too that only one of them was even a real astronaut? Don't you need years of training and experience? Basically a group of celebrities got sent to space, allegedly. This would be an insult to all astronauts who have been training their whole life for something like that. Where were their helmets that entire time? They look like blue Power Rangers. So this right here, this is the biggest thing, I think. This is like showing wires. Also, for anyone thinking this is about gender, we did this same thing when those other 2 astronauts just came back. The same thing. 25 miles an hour. And they were flying around like freaking butterflies. And this is you after a 25-mile-an-hour collision with the ground. Jumping around. You're not fazed by the fact that you were just in space flying around. Not fazed by the 25-mile-an-hour impact on the ground. You just jump out of there, hands up. And not just one of them, all of them. Oh, here I am. Shirts all unzipped. They got no helmets, gloves, nothing. Telling me there's 6 of them, unbuckled, dropping, no gloves, no helmets, no oxygen mask. They're just celebrities, not even astronauts. To be honest, this is one of the easiest things I've ever had to break down. It's so clear. And you guys are fully aware of what that looks like from their point of view, right? And from a distance, look at it. It has eyes from a distance. And the star right at the top, come on guys. How can you say it accidentally looks like that? The star in the middle of the patch at the top of the rocket? Wouldn't happen to be that star, would it? See how he thinks he can control the moon? Does the rocket look anything like what's on the patch? You understand they came in at 25 miles an hour. It also said they didn't open the hatch for 15 minutes. Why? Why not? And do you know how long dust takes to fully settle and so that you don't see it in the air? Look at all that dust. Where's the dust? Where's the dust? 25 miles an hour. Look at all that dust. And they're laughing.
there laughing, smacking the ground at 25 miles an hour. Gail is freaking upset right now because she's not able to fool all of you.
This is what bothers me, because I've certainly read some of the things online, coming from people that I know.
Gail, why would we think a 70-year-old went to space first try?
And I like, and I consider friends. Space is not an either or.
Not tricking everybody anymore. You're all done.
It's a both and because you do something in space, it's so insulting to real astronauts. And
why
what
does she?
you're doing in space is trying to make things better here on Earth.
How much did that cost? Do you realize I can't even afford dinner tonight?
What Blue Origin wants to do is take the waste here and figure out a way to put it in space to make our planet cleaner.
You all had jewelry around your neck. You had no seatbelts on.
And Jeff Bezos has so many ideas, and the people that are working there are really devoted and dedicated to making our planet a better place.
Realize you tricked about 10 people out of 8 billion, right?
That's so insulting to Number two, there is nothing frivolous about what we did.
Not being lied to anymore.
It's a both and because you do something in space doesn't mean you're taking anything away from Earth.
Gail, do you understand that you can't even get on a fucking job site without a helmet, boots, and gloves?
So, I'm very disappointed, I'm very saddened by it, and I also say this. What it's doing to inspire other women and young girls, please don't ignore that. I've had so many women and young girls reach out to me, and men too, by the way, men too.
A flower cannot survive in space.
That say, wow, I never thought I could do that, but I see you doing it at this stage of my life.
Are you kidding?
Not me.
My name's Nightfall. I do this for educational and entertainment purposes only.
Tamir's in space.